Good afternoon, everyone. This is the Doctor. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest. I hope all of you in the mole colony are going to be able to get outside and enjoy the sun just a little bit today. We are here to talk about the upcoming banner that's going to be rolling out tomorrow evening at midnight. It is going to feature Lucia, Dallart, and Tetra Sylphid, you guys. And that is wonderful. It is unchanged from JP. There's no separation of the banners, which means that we are going to get the full banner pulling experience. In this video, we're going to be going over whether or not you should pull and kind of what the basic overview of all the units and the cards are. First, we're going to take a quick look at Lucia. Lucia, of course, a double gunner if you watched any of my other videos. Mainly known for her Earth Killer plus 15% master ability and her tune-up ability, which actually has not been nerfed according to the patch notes that are coming out. It did show that tune-up had defense piercing, which could mean that she is not going to have a modified tune-up, which was a big concern for a lot of people. You guys can see all the stats here. She is going to be a wonderful complement to Frederica or Engelbert. If you have either of them, you should definitely consider pulling. She is going to have split shot, quick shot, double shot, quadruple shot, and firing position, which is going to increase her own defense piercing rate. And those are her core abilities. She is going to have access to reflex, which is a chance of evading all attack damage. She's going to have that tune-up capability, that shot mastery. Overall, she's a very powerful unit that is especially designed to kill Mons and to kill Ketones. If she's sub-hunter, she is going to have access to sharp shot, which will enable her to 100% hit Ketone, which will maybe, possibly, likely kill her. There are some units coming out that do directly counter her, though, in the future, so you do have to be aware of Agrius, and specifically you have to be aware of Victoria, who comes out on the next banner. She's an ice unit and has 70% resistance to Lucia's attacks, so she is going to be very good at killing Lucia's. So if you do have any of the ranged comp, if you do have Engelbert, Frederica's Dream, you do manage to pull a Tetra Sylphid, Lucia is going to be an incredible unit for you. Lucia is kind of like a puzzle piece in that she does fit into some specific comps, and you do have to have the right pieces in order to make her work. And we'll talk a little bit about that towards the end of the video. Now, of course, we're also going to be getting Dallart on this banner. He is primarily a red mage with green mage and white mage sub. He has a great mastery ability at magic plus 25%. His magic power is 13th at 191, and he has his primary access to jamming thrust and fast cast as his base kit for red mage. Most of the time you'll probably be seeing him sub white mage. Give him access to Curaga, Esena, and Raise. And if you don't have a healer or a support unit right now, he is an excellent option for either of those, and he is going to be a unit coming in at an MR unit that is going to be reasonably good to level up. Now, the two cards that we're going to be getting is the Road to Vengeance and the Tetra Sylphid Vision card. Road to Vengeance is an MR card. It is going to come in with defense plus 10 for the specific unit that it's on, with a party ability of slashing attack plus 20. Very good if you're trying to go for a more defensive brawler type of build. I could see this really being amazing on like a Gafgarian, for example, or a Sid, or any type of units where you're trying to go for high defense, high slashing attack. You want them to take a couple hits, or they need to take that extra hit. I could see this being really great on Sir O, for example, where maybe you just need Sir O to survive a sharp shot attack. Anything like that, I could see this being potentially very useful. The Tetra Sylphid card, not as useful. The single unit effect is going to be accuracy plus 15. The party ability effect is wind attack plus 35. And that's only when you have it fully maxed out, which, let's be realistic, you're probably not going to. And this card has very specific uses. And those specific uses are going to be Lucia, of course, and they're going to be Yerma. So the wind attack, of course, not many units in this game benefit from wind attack plus, Lucia and Yerma being two of them. Ayaka doesn't even benefit from it because her attacks are not considered wind element attacks. So really the The amount of people that really benefit from the Tetra Sylphid card are very specific, and that is part of the problem with it. The Tetra Sylphid Esper, on the other hand, is very powerful. It has a ton of evasion on it, so it can complement many different evasion builds, and it's one of the few Espers that has shooting attack plus on it, and that is going to be very powerful for you, Lucia. It's going to be very powerful for Frederica. If you're anything like me, if you like your evasion units, you are going to be pulling for Tetra Sylphid because you want to help make your evasion comp the strongest that is out there. Now, finally, let's get to the real questions on whether or not you should pull on this banner. And I think this banner is very, very puzzle piecey, as I was kind of talking about before. Lucia, if you just pull Lucia on her own, if you aren't prepared with a ranged attack comp, you're really gonna struggle probably to get use out of her. There's a lot of people out there who just threw Frederica into their party comps, and it was very easy to counter that. Frederica, while being a very powerful unit, I felt like I was never threatened by a Frederica alone, and in fact, I actually targeted Fredericas for easy kills in arena, and guild battles. So I'm not sure that Lucia is going to be a unit you want to pull for unless you're already somewhat built up a ranged attack comp. So that's going to be including having Frederica, having Engelbert, having Nasha, having something like the Frederica's Dream card nearly leveled or fully leveled, having the Curry card leveled. It's one of those things where you're going to have that ranged comp somewhat already built so that you can build around it with her. If you're new to the game and need support units, this would definitely be a reason to pull. Dallart is going to be an excellent support unit with access to Curaga. If you're building a brawler comp, Road to Vengeance is of course going to be really good. If you have a Yerma, the Sylphid card is going to be very powerful. And of course, if you just want to pull Lucia because she's one of your favorite characters, that is, of course, always acceptable for a reason to pull on the banner. So reasons not to pull, if Lucia is your only ranged unit, it's really concerning to me if you're pulling and you don't have Frederica already built up, or you don't have Ryu built up even, and you're looking to just slide her into your team. I'm not sure that would be very powerful or very benefiting for you. And then I would ask, what are you trying to get out of this to increase the power level of your account or increase your capabilities? If you lack Frederica's Dream or only have it 1 star and you don't have any of like the Curry card maxed out or anything like that, if you're not ready for a ranged unit, why are you considering getting and investing in a ranged unit? If you're free to play chasing the hype, you really need to understand that Lucia is not a free to play friendly unit. She is going to need many other things to set her up, like Frederica's Dream, Frederica, for example, or a Ryu leveled up. She's going to need the Tetra Sylphid card to do the maximum amount of damage that she can. You know, you're going to need multiple things in order to make her useful. So if you are a new player and you haven't been hoarding Visior for her, this could be a trap banner for you unless you need something like Dallart, unless you need something like Road to Vengeance. It could be potentially a trap for you. If you don't have your units level 99 yet, you shouldn't be pulling on this banner. You really should be focusing on getting your units leveled up. I know it's very enticing to pull on this banner, but you need to recognize she is not a limited unit. You will likely pull her further on, and more than likely you're going to get more benefit out of leveling your current units to level 99 than actually trying to pull on a banner for another UR unit that you probably won't even be able to max out. If you're trying to fill an element slot, that is not a reason to pull Lucia right now. Again, you need so much in order to make her powerful and in order to make her useful. I would say hold off if you think like, oh yeah, an element slot is justification for pulling for her. She's not limited time, you don't need to rush it. If you don't understand when to sub Hunter versus Double Gunner, you should not be pulling on this banner. If you don't understand what the benefits are of her different subs, how she fits into your party comp, you really should do your research just a little bit more before you decide to pull on her. And of course, her TMR is not an incredible must-have TMR. So it is not going to be a thing where you're pulling her for her TMR or you're pulling to use her TMR. So overall, I would say there's a lot of reasons not to pull for her. There's a lot of reasons to pull for her. Personally, I'm not pulling for Lucia. I'm going to be pulling for Sylphid because I want Sylphid on my Evasion team. If I get Lucia, that's great, but I'm probably not going to level her because I don't have Frederica, I don't have Engelbert, I'm working on my Nasha, all I have is Mont, and I really don't think I have the team comp in order to support Lucia. So even if I pull her, I probably won't use her. But I'm really going to be working on pulling for Sylphid because that's going to complement another part of my team personally. So that's kind of all the things that I'm thinking about right now in regards to whether or not I should pull. If you guys are pulling and use Amazon coins, make sure to please use my affiliate link down below. It is the #1 way to support me without giving me money directly. And if you didn't know, if you do pull with Amazon coins to buy your Visior, you do save 20%, and it is super amazing to get that deal, especially if you're like me and you spend hundreds of dollars doing different types of pulls. Other than that, you guys, make sure you come check out our Discord, come say hi. We will be streaming tomorrow night as we are getting ready, and then we'll be doing polls right at the top of the hour. So make sure you come hang out with us, make sure you come chill while we're waiting for maintenance to end, and then at the top of the hour we will be doing our Tetra Sylphid polls, not our Lucia polls. Thank you so much for listening, you guys, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.